But let's start seated on the mat. In somewhat of an easy seated pose, rock pose, it doesn't matter to me. Good, let's just center ourselves for the practice, settling into this space. Deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. Feeling the ribs laterally expanding and letting the muscles in our faces soften. And the shoulders melt away from our ears. One more just like that. Good. Now allowing our breath to assume its natural rhythm in through the nose and out through the nose. Noticing the sounds of the space around us, the smells, the temperature. Checking in with the body, noticing the speed of the breath and any energy or mood that we may be able to sense. Possibly setting an intention for tonight's practice. And coming back to the space around us, we'll switch the position of our feet. Or, yep, good. If you're comfortable where you are, stay there, that's fine. Good. And just starting with lifting one arm on the inhalation and lowering on the exhalation. Opposite side, inhaling. And starting to detect the range of motion that we have today. Any difference from one side to the other. Slowly starting to open up with each breath. Maybe even gently rotating using the knee as leverage. Getting into the upper back. Breathing deeply. We'll be tapping into our breath a lot tonight. On this next one, let's rotate all the way over and plant the hand behind us, lifting the torso, staying open, looking over the shoulder. Elongating the spine. Breathing into the upper back and neck. One more breath. And then we'll come back to center. Big breath in. And lower the arm. Let's repeat on the other side. Inhaling, lifting. Exhale, rotating all the way behind us, looking over the shoulder, pressing our spines taut. Deep breaths in. Massaging the muscles along the spine. Good. One more breath. And deep breath in, bring the arm all the way back to the front. Deep breath in, rolling the shoulders. It's fine. Rolling the shoulders back. And then forward, resetting. breaths in, lifting the arms all the way up over our shoulders and forward folding here, keeping our sit bones firmly planted into the mat. Shifting left to right, checking in with the lower back and the hips. Letting the head hang heavy. One more breath. And then slowly on the next inhale, we'll start walking our hands all the way back in. Good. Extending the left leg long. We're going to do some wild things. So we want to make sure that our knee is on the mat when we extend up. The right hand is going to come underneath the shoulder. And then we're going to reach up, pressing the pelvis forward. Option to lift the arm over the head. Planting the left foot, holding here, slowly breathing into it, extending, arching, opening up as we breathe, gazing up or down to the hand, whichever feels more stable. Engaging the glutes, pressing the hips up. One more breath. And on the exhale, we lower all the way back down. Good. Inhale, lifting the arms. Exhale, hinging over that front extended leg. Letting the arms fall naturally, keeping the foot flexed. Good. Coming back to neutral. Planting the right hand. On the exhale, we lift all the way back up, pressing the hips forward, lifting and arching, opening up, breathing deeply. Big breath in. And on the exhale, we lower all the way back down. Inhale, lifting the arms over the shoulders, flexing the front foot, hinging over. Good. Active or passive stretch here, whatever you feel works best. Good. One more time. Inhaling, coming back to center neutral. Planting the hip. Exhale, coming all the way up, pressing the hips forward. Gentle start. One more big breath in. And exhale, we lower, sweeping the arms back, down, and up over the shoulder. Inhale, flexing the front foot. Exhale, hinging forward. Maybe reaching for the foot. Good. Next inhale, we stack the vertebrae. Come back to neutral. Great. Let's switch the legs. Right leg extends all the way down. Keeping the left knee on the mat. Once again, our deep breath in. Planting the left hand. Exhale, press the right foot flat on the mat, reaching and pressing the hips forward. Feeling the energy light up in the left bicep. Maybe gazing down. Gentle back bend. Good, deep breaths in. And on the next exhale, we lower. Inhale, lifting the arms, flexing the front foot, and hinging forward. Allowing the arms to fall where they will. Keeping the front foot flexed, feeling the stretch all the way from the lower back down to the right calf muscle maybe. Good. Inhale, we lift all the way back up. Planting the left hand. Exhale, right arm comes up. And we thrust our hips forward. Trying to keep the left hand underneath the left shoulder. Deep breath in and lower on the exhalation. Resetting. Inhale, arms up, flexing the front foot. And hinge forward. Maybe reaching a little bit farther towards the foot. And releasing any expectation or competition here. Doing what our bodies allow. Good. Inhaling, we come back to center. Planting the left hand under the left shoulder. Last time. Exhale, press all the way up. Engaging the glutes, feeling the energy drawing up from the left hand. One more big breath. And then we lower on the exhale. Inhale, lifting the arms up, flexing the right foot. Hinging forward, maybe a little bit deeper this time. One more breath. And then on the inhale, we stack the vertebrae coming back to center. Good. Bringing both knees together, we're coming into all fours. We're going to do a few variations of cat-cows tonight. So setting ourselves up with our hands underneath the hips, knees under the hips, hands under the shoulders. How about that? That would be a little bit better. Probably more stable that way. On the inhale, lowering and lifting the tailbone, looking up, cow, deep breath. On the exhale, we round out the tailbone, maybe curling the toes under the shins, looking back towards the feet. Inhale, flattening the feet, starting with the tailbone, deep breath in. And continuing these two poses, floating through with the breath. Expanding the abdomen with the breath. Slow and purposeful, getting a sense of how our body is feeling and moving today. One more. On the exhale, we're going to hold here, rounded into our cat, and lift the knees off the ground, hovering about a couple inches off the ground. We're engaging every muscle fiber here. On the inhale, we're still going to do our cow, but continuing to keep our knees hovered off the mat. Exhale, we round back into cat. Inhale, cow. Continuing to keep the knees hovering, challenging ourselves, keeping our focus in this present moment. Two more. Last one. Exhale, round out, step up into down dog. Yay for that. Pedal out the feet. Go ahead and allow the arms to relax a little bit if that feels good. From down dog, I'm going to walk the hands out just a little bit. I'm going to find stillness here. I'm going to bend the knees so we're up on the toes, allowing ourselves to be in a bit of an extended down dog. Good. Once again, we're going to cat and cow, rounding out, finding a flow where we're engaging the lower back, the upper back, the shoulders and the abdomen. Curling the chin into the chest. One more. And then holding here, pushing back. We're on our toes, the knees are bent, we're hovering. Finding our force. Calming and smoothing our breath. Finding our calm strength in these moments of difficulty. Deep breaths in. And exhale back into down dog. Yay for that. Shift around, rinse it out, whatever feels comfortable. Explore some lateral movement, knee bends, shifts of the weight side to side, whatever feels good. And back to stillness here. Deep breaths in. We're going to lift our right leg off the ground. Bending the knee, keeping our hips squared, and we're just going to circle the hip. May even start to feel what's happening in the left leg, the anchored leg. Circle around as big or as small as suits you. Shifting directions. Bringing the foot back down, down dog, lifting our left hand off the mat, reaching back along the torso, reaching the left arm all the way up to the sky. Pressing the earth away with the right hand, chin to chest. Can we relax into this? Good. Bringing the left hand back to the floor. One more time. Inhale, lifting the left arm along the torso, reaching for the sky. And we're going to wrap the left arm around and grab for the right leg. Gentle rotation, using the leverage of the leg for a gentle twist, looking up under the right armpit. Breathing into the left upper back. Finding our calm strength. Pressing the earth away with the right hand. Feeling that pattern running from the right fingertips all the way through the left fingertips. Cross the upper back. Good. And release the left hand back to the mat. Wiggle around. And we'll do the same on the right arm. Always starting on this side that needs a little extra care or attention. Whatever we can do on that side, we do the same on the other to not create more imbalances. Good. Lifting the left leg off the mat. Bending the knee, hips are square. Go ahead and circle into the hip. And we're finding our strength through our arms. Good. Switch directions of the leg, circling the other way. Good. Plant the left leg. And we're going to go ahead and lift the right arm alongside of the torso, reaching the right arm up to the sky. Planting it back down as needed. Reset. Deep breath in, lift the right arm. And then go ahead and wrap it around the left leg, reaching wherever feels most comfortable, shall I say. Looking up under the left armpit, finding our strength through the left arm, noticing the pattern running between the left hand and the right. Good. Go ahead and release the right hand all the way back down. Lifting the right leg back off the ground. Inhale, lifting up, and we're stepping all the way through into a lunge. Good. Lunging here. Oh, yay, let's get off of the shoulders, lift our torsos. Very nice. We made it. Good. Lowering down the left knee. We're going to extend, half split. So extending the right leg out, hinging over top, keeping the left toes curled under the shin, elongating the spine. Using our hands for support as needed. Ooh. 2 more breaths. Pivoting over to the left. Gate pose, planting our right foot. Good. Lifting our torsos up. Lifting our left arm up beside the ear. Deep breaths in, elongating the spine. Coming into a side bend over the right leg. Engaging the side body, breathing deeply, creating space. Maybe bringing the right arm all the way up to meet the left hand. Inhale, let's come back to center. Palms together. Exhale, side bend, reaching. Allowing the right hand to fall towards the leg if that feels more comfortable, or keeping it up, palms together, challenging ourselves to maintain our palm strength. Good. Back to center. Inhale. Good. Rotating all the way forward. Coming all the way through to our lunge, lifting our left leg, vinyasa. Finally, inhale, wrapping the arms forward, biceps are pressing forward. Chaturanga, cobra or upward facing dog, whatever you're ready for. Exhale, and press up into a plank and down dog. Let's meet up here. And deep breaths in. Great. We'll repeat that small little set on the opposite side. So, lifting our left legs all the way off the ground. Extend back. Good. Floating through, stepping into our lunge. Let's find some stability here. Good. And lowering the right leg down. Half split, keeping the toes tucked under the shin, extending the left foot, hinging forward. Good. Flattening the front foot, pivoting into gate pose, so kickstanding the right leg behind. Good, torsos are tall, right arm comes up beside the ear. Extend over to the left, deep breath in, reaching, creating space in the right side body. Big breath. Bringing both hands together, palms together. Inhale, reaching up. Extending again, and then over into the side bend. Allowing the left hand to fall if that feels more comfortable. Your choice. Good. Inhaling back to center. We rotate forward again, stepping into our lunge, plank, and vinyasa. Good. Finding our plank, hands are under our shoulders, lowering down chaturanga, upward facing or cobra. And let's press up into down dog. Good, well done. Deep breath in. We're going to do another plank challenge. Four different variations. So, inhaling, lifting the right leg all the way up the ground. Good. Floating into a plank. Bringing the right knee up towards the right tricep or elbow. Good. That's option one. Extend back. Taking a deep breath in between. Coming into the series 2, bringing the right knee to the left tricep, coming up on the left fingertips as possible. Then extend back. We have 3 more. Deep breath in between. Right knee floats to right tricep. Maybe lifting the right fingertips up to one fingertip. Maybe not today. It's all right. Good. Float back. Ooh. Catch our breath in between. Good. Last one, number 4. Inhale, bringing the right knee, the right tricep. Maybe lifting our left arm off the ground. Good job. And extend back. Woo. All the way back, all the way back. Bend the knee, open the hips, rotate. Oh, breathe into the side body. Well done. We're gonna float our right leg all the way through crescent lunge. Yay, let's come up. Hands are at our hips to start. Yes, we want to get off hands for a moment between sides. Good job. High up on the toes of left foot. Tall upper bodies. Good. So engaging the left glute, we're going to bring the right hip back, pressing the left hip forward, so we want to keep our hips squared. What is it going to take? What kind of micro tweaks to keep ourselves here? Extending the left arm this time. Feeling the left inner thigh light up a bit. Can we maintain our presence in this moment? Lifting both hands up. Deep breath in. Holding here. Keeping the hips square, forward facing. What's happening to them? Deep breath in. On the exhale, we're going to float the arms parallel to the floor, rotating our crescent, revolved crescent lunge, looking over the right shoulder, right hand. Maybe even extending the right hand over top of the left foot. Can we keep rotating? A slight reverse on the inhale. And on the exhale, left hand comes down to the mat. Woo. Right arm reaches up. Option here, half moon, lifting the left leg off the mat. Reaching up, option of course, yogi's choice. Pressing the left foot as if you're holding the wall back. Slowly starting to press the right knee back. Calm strength. Use the breath. Activate the Ujayi. Activate the parasympathetic nervous system to maintain our inner calm. Well done. Letting the left foot float all the way back down. Inhale, reaching up to the sky. Good. Vinyasa. Plank. Chaturanga. Upward facing or cobra. Floating back to down dog. We'll all meet here. And then we'll do the same thing on the left side. Pedal it out. Yeah. Excellent. Good. So same thing on this side. You know what's coming now. Left leg lifts all the way off the mat. Good. First plank, floating the left knee to the right left tricep, holding here. Good. Taking a breath or two. Staying high, pressing into the shoulder blades. And extend back, inhale. Take a deep breath in between. Good. Floating all the way back. Pressing up on the right fingertips. Lifting and pressing the earth away, pressing into the shoulder blades. Good job. Inhale, extend back. Reset. Next one, maybe coming up on one fingertip, floating the left knee to the left tricep. Engage the core. Find that strength. Good job. Inhale back. Take the breath in between. And let's go. Floating the left knee, the left tricep. Maybe lifting the right arm off the mat this time. Maybe. Keeping the core engaged. Maintaining our focus. Whoop, whoop. And extend back. Yay! Oh, let's bend the knee, opening the hips, stacking them on top. Good side bend, feeling this all the way through to the lower back. Catching our breath, smoothing the breath back out. Long exhalations. Floating back to center. Inhale, gazing forward, stepping into our crescent lunge. Great. Finding stability, equal weight between both legs. Good. And we reset here. Pressing the hips forwards. The right glute is engaged. The left hip is rounding back. Drawing the thighs together. When you're ready, go ahead and lift the right arm. What is it going to take to just hold this? Maybe lowering down a bit. Keeping the hips forward facing. Where does our body naturally go? Do we need to create new patterns so that when we have muscle memory, we have good muscle memory? Go ahead and lift both arms over the shoulders. Deep breath in. Holding here for one more breath. And on the next exhale, rotating, revolved, crescent lunge, looking over the left shoulder, left hand. Maybe trying to revolve that left hand a little bit farther over towards the right foot. Keeping the hips forward facing. Deep breaths. Use the breath. Good. Next, inhale. Arms come over the shoulders, back to center. And vinyasa. No, not vinyasa. Inhale. Reaching the arms all the way back. I almost forgot. You would have reminded me, I know. I know. Good job. Oh, a little bit of effect. But right hand comes to the mat. Left hand reaches up. This may be enough for you. That's fine. Option, half moon, lifting the right leg. Pressing into the left leg. Always options. Yogi's choice. Do what feels best for you tonight. Good job. Bringing the left hand down, letting the right foot float all the way to the mat. Vinyasa. Oh, hooray. Plank, chaturanga, upward facing or cobra, whatever feels good. And down dog. Yay. Paddle it out. We're almost through. And we're going to float or hop up to the front of our mat. Good. Bending the knees, gazing forward, stepping, hopping, or floating all the way up. Inhale, halfway, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Let's hang out here for just a few breaths. Swaying if you like. Reaching for the inside of the elbows if that feels good. Listening to the lower back. Taking a moment to catch our breath. To be thankful that we're off of our hands. And we're back on our feet. Good. Back to center. Inhaling halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, swooping all the way up. Bending the knees as much as needed. Hands to heart. Take a deep breath here. Good, we're going to flow through a few vinyasas. So we're going to find our own pace. Challenging ourselves with each one. Come into down dog, do the whole vinyasa, sun salutation 8. Trying to be a little lighter on our feet, a little stronger, digging deeper each time, building our practice, right? So, coming back to our breath. On the inhale, we reach all the way up. Extended mountain. Exhale, swan stepping forward. Inhale, halfway, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Plank, vinyasa, optional of course. Down dog. Gazing forward, stepping or hopping to the front of our mat. Inhale halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweeping all the way up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, halfway. Forward fold, plank vinyasa. Finding our flow, fitting whichever poses into a string that suits us tonight. Building our practice with each series. Gazing forward. Maybe this time trying to hop a little bit. Doesn't have to look gorgeous, but we try. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweeping all the way up. Let's bring our hands to the heart. Reset. Good. Inhaling all the way up. Exhale, swan diving forward. Halfway flat back. Forward fold. Plank vinyasa. Getting a little lighter on our feet. Breathing a little deeper. Flowing a little bit smoother. Taking whatever breath you need at any point in between. Option, of course, to come to child's pose at any time. Floating or stepping to the front of our mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. We'll do 2 more series. Inhale, reaching up. Deep bend and exhale and start. Breath in between. Feeling our hearts pumping. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, halfway flat back. Forward fold, plank vinyasa. Stepping all the way back. Chaturanga. Try to hold each pose for a full breath. Good job. Taking a breath here. Inhale, gazing forward, bending the knees, stepping or hopping. Not so graceful that time, but I'm trying. We push ourselves to our capacity. Inhale, reaching. Exhale, hands to heart. Taking a breath here. Last time through. Inhale, reaching. Swan dive forward. Inhale, halfway. Drawing the shoulder blades in and down. Exhale, forward fold, plant the hands. Plank, hopping or stepping. Elbows are facing forward. Chaturanga. Deep breath in. Step up in the down dog. Good, 1 breath here. Bending the knees, stepping or floating forward. Inhale, halfway. Forward fold. Inhale all the way up. Hands to heart, how are we feeling? Woo, sweaty, I love it. Deep breath in. Holding here. Reaching, gazing up towards the palms. 2 more breaths. Keeping the palms pressing together. Good. Bending the knees, coming into a chair, hands to heart. Great. Checking in. Can we see our toes? Maybe drawing the shins back. Tall upper body, drawing the shoulder blades in and down. Good. Maybe a little bit deeper. Digging into the heels, a little lighter on the toes maybe. Good. Finding that inner strength. Inhale, rest all the way. Arching, looking up towards the hands, palms pressing together, deep breaths in. Back into our chair we go, deep breath. Exhale, we lower. Right. Challenging ourselves to maintain our presence in this moment. Maybe a little bit deeper. Growth isn't always comfortable. Sometimes we have to push ourselves out of our comfort level in order to grow. Can we get a little bit deeper? Just a little bit. Good. Inhale, press up. Oh, arching. Gazing up. 2 more breaths. Good. Deep breaths in. And let's swan dive forward. Oh, hooray for that. Inhale. Halfway. Exhale, hands back to the mat. Stepping back into plank. Holding here. Just hold this plank. Hands are under the chest, under the shoulder width. Pressing into the shoulder blades. The torso is engaged. The navel is drawing up. We're lifting the kneecaps with our quadriceps engaged. Stepping through, warrior 1. Yay for that. Option to lift the arms over top of the shoulders. Option to bring them to our heart center, whatever feels most comfortable. You are in control. This is your practice. Palms together, palms apart. So many options. Finding stability between the legs. Line up that front leg. Warrior 2. Bring the arms down. Tucking the pelvis underneath the body. You got it. Gazing over the front arm. Bringing the shoulders down around the ears. Maybe even starting to feel some dynamic tension coming down the right arm. Let's rotate the front hand. Inhale, reverse warrior. Side body. Deep breath in. Deep breath, and on the exhale we come into our triangle, straightening the front leg, reaching up, continuing to keep the pelvis forward facing, engaging the left glute, allowing the right hand to fall naturally where it will. One more breath. And on the exhale, we bend the front knee, rotating back to plank vinyasa, optional, or meet us in down dog. Right on. Deep breaths in here. Let's do 2 more. And on the next inhale, we're going to float back into our plank, pressing into the shoulder blades, drawing the navel up. Abdomen is fully engaged. Calm strength. Good. Let's step through with the left foot. Warrior 1. Pivoting the back foot, finding stability, arms wherever feels most comfortable, pressing into the left quadricep, finding somewhere to gaze at, hips again are forward facing. Good, opening into warrior 2. Pelvis rotates. Right glute engages, we gaze over the left hand and we lower our shoulders away from our ears and we check in with our jaw. Are we keeping tension there? Let's let it go. Rotating the front palm. Inhale back into reverse warrior. Deep breaths in. Deep breath. And on the exhale, come into triangle. Perfect. Reaching the right hand tall, allowing the left hand to fall where it will naturally. Trying to stay in the side body. We're creating strength here. In the right side body, the right glute is pressing forward. Great. Go ahead and lower that top hand. Bending the front knee. Plank vinyasa optional. Oh, hooray. And let's go ahead and press into child's pose. Right. Yay for that! Option to open the knees, to sway, to find stillness, forehead on your fists or your hands, whatever feels good. Enjoy this moment of having stopped. Grab a sip of water as needed, maybe a towel. Me too. Good. Smoothing out the breath. Good. Practicing controlling our breath on the mat through these difficulties will help us face them in our day-to-day life. Everything we practice here on our mat serves us somehow, somewhere. Coming back to the breath. Breathing deeply so that the rib cage expands laterally. Noticing the mood of the body at this point in our practice after having gone through a powerful vinyasa set. Bring our hands back out in front, elbows come parallel and under the shoulders, drawing yourselves back up into all fours. Let's reposition, shifting our weight, rinsing it out, maybe circling around if that feels good. Any final movements in our practice that our body is craving or seems to be leading us in that direction, go ahead and move. Or be still. Again, this is your practice, whatever feels good. One final chance to change the energy, the patterns. I'm going to move through some cobwebs and anything stagnant from the week that we can leave behind now that it's almost Friday. Go ahead and shift directions if you were circling around. Finding somewhat of a meditative flow. That feels good. Big breath. And then we'll come back to stillness in rock pose, bringing the toes underneath the shins, sinking our hips back on our heels. I know, it's intense, but we're going to breathe through it. We're going to take our mind off of it. Left arm under right. Eagle, the arms, palms come together. Tall over bodies. Good. Deep breaths in. We lift the arms. Exhale, we lower. 4 more. Finding whatever range of motion works for you. Last one on this side. Go ahead and bring the hands behind the back, interlace. Let's lift up. Oh, that feels good. Rounding the shoulders, drawing them down. back knuckles are coming towards the floor. One more breath. And we'll lower back down, lining up those toes once again. Good, keeping them tucked under. Maybe checking in, the pinky toe is also behaving. And this time, right arm under left. Good, eagle the arms, palms are together. Once again, inhaling, we lift the arms. Exhale, we round them back down. Rolling them along the spine. Finding some opening in the upper back, shoulders and the neck. Two more as we extend the breath. Last one. Lowering the arms. See, the feet don't feel so bad now. Go ahead and tap them out. Oh. It always feels intense no matter what. And we'll sink all the way back down, hands to heart center, pressing the palms together, rounding the shoulders back. Deep breaths in through the nose. Let's sigh it out through the mouth. Two more. Big smiles on our faces. Taking a moment to reflect on any intention we may have set at the beginning of our practice, or perhaps to set one now for the days ahead. Giving thanks for the opportunity to practice, everybody and everything that we had to move and activate in order to be here tonight. Well done getting to the mat and making time for yourselves. I bow to your determination, your continued progress. And thank you for joining. Namaste.